Welcome back, everybody, to our final week of the regular season. It's been a long time coming, but here we are, week 17. The playoff picture is almost solidified. Just a few loose ends to tie up. We got that fat track back. If nothing else, teams will be looking for bragging rights because this will be all division rivals this week. So, should be a good one. Without further ado, let's get to that first matchup. All right, up first, we've got two teams from the AFC South, Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. If the Colts win here, they should clinch. They definitely will clinch a playoff spot, but they also should win that division as well. So yeah, let's get them lined up. All right, Jags in lane 2 and Colts are in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So, after reviewing the footage, that legitimately looked like a tie to me. And I thought, ties actually happen in the NFL, so we're going to run with it. So, that, I know even the finish line said lane 1, but, we're not really lined up in lanes or anything like that. And it legitimately looked like they finished at the exact same time, so I'm going to go with a tie on that one. Jags and the Colts tied. Alright, let's get on to the next. Alright, staying in the AFC South, we've got the Houston Texans taking on Tennessee Titans. Titans, if they win, they're in the playoffs as well, so yeah, let's get them lined up. Alright, Titans in lane 1, Texans in lane 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. All right. Well, all the Titans had to do was win this one, and I think they blew it. I think the Texans pulled off the upset. Pulled a little spoil sport. That might have upended the Titans' season. They may not make the playoffs now. I don't know. Yeah, there might be some tiebreakers going on. Oh boy, what a week this has been so far. Even just through the first two matchups. My goodness. All right, I will consult that again when I'm editing, but I think the Texans pulled that one off. Good victory for them. Let's get on to the next. Alright, now moving on over to the NFC South. This one not going to be as competitive as what we've seen so far this week. The Buccaneers have already locked up a wildcard spot in the NFC, so good for them, and they should probably get a solid final victory here. Get them lined up. Alright, Falcons in lane 2, Buccaneers in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, nice little tune-up victory before the playoffs for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Good one there. And the Falcons, they end their season with just one win. So, too bad for them. We'll see them next year, though. Alright, on to the next. Alright, moving over to the NFC East. We've got the Washington football team taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see who has bragging rights. Both teams, this will be it for them for the season, so yeah, get a good last look at them. Alright, get them lined up. Alright, Eagles are in lane 1, football team in lane 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, solid victory there for the Eagles. They end their season at 6-10. So yeah, that's it for them. But good victory to round out their season, I guess. All right, on to the next. All right, and to round things out for the NFC East, we got the Cowboys taking on the winless Giants. I think this one will be the official last race for these lowly Giants. A rough season for them. All right, let's get them lined up. All right, Cowboys in lane 2, Giants in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, no surprise there. Cowboys get the victory, and it looks like they're going to have the number 2 seed in the NFC, so solid season for them there. And the Giants fans, please tune in next season. Going to mix things up a bit. You'll see it in the NFL preview video for next season that I'll put out later this summer, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the next matchup. Alright, up next, moving over to the AFC East, you got 2 playoff-bound teams, the New England Patriots and the New York Jets, taking on each other. Should be a really good matchup, I think, so let's get them lined up. Alright, Patriots in lane 2, Jets in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, pretty close race right there, but the Jets pulled that one out. Little move to get right in front of the Patriots, I like it. And that may affect the seeding for the Patriots, so we'll have to take a look at the standings at the end of this week. But yeah, good victory for the Jets before the playoffs. Alright, let's get on to the next. Alright, moving over to the AFC West, we got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the perfect Kansas City Chiefs. We've already seen one 0-16 team. Will we see our first 16-0 team? Let's get them lined up and find out. All right, Chiefs in lane 1, Chargers in lane 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There it is. There it is, perfection, 16-0. Good victory there for the Chiefs. Let's see if they can keep it rolling in the playoffs. They'll have that first round bye, at least in the AFC. So, solid victory there for them. Let's get on to the next. All right, now over to the NFC North. We've got the Minnesota Vikings, who have clinched the number 5 seed in the playoffs. That top wildcard spot. And they're seeing the Detroit Lions here. So it should be a nice tune-up victory for them here, I think. I think we're going to see our second 0-16 team this season. So yeah, let's get them lined up. All right, Vikings in lane 2, the Lions are in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, solid victory there to line up or round out their season. Good job, Vikings. Lions fans, yeah. Sorry, man. Tough loss. Cool looking car, though, right? Yep. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag here, but the next season, we're actually going to have 2 cars representing each team, so hopefully we'll curb some of this 0-16 nonsense. It'll always be a little bit tougher to do, I think. So, all right, let's get on to the next. All right, up next, AFC North matchup pitting the Steelers and the Browns. The Browns pretty much locked up the 3rd seed in the AFC. Steelers season's pretty much done at this point, but who knows, maybe we'll get a nice solid victory here, a little upset, but yeah, let's get them lined up. Alright, Browns are in lane 1, Steelers in lane 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, not a bad victory there for the Browns. Certainly a solid one right before the playoffs. But yeah, I think they might have to run a little bit better if they want to have success in the playoffs. So yeah, good victory there. Let's get on to the next. Alright, and staying in the AFC North, we've got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals desperately need this victory to remain in the playoff hunt. So yeah, let's get them lined up. Alright, Baltimore is in lane 2 and Cincinnati's in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, Cincinnati wins that one pretty easily. And they're actually tied with the Texans, so I'm going to have to go back and review things, see if these two played each other. We may have a play-in game for that last wildcard spot. So yeah, solid victory there for the Bengals, but whether they're in the playoffs or not, still up in the air. So yeah, let's get on to the next matchup. Alright, back over to the NFC North. Another team seeking perfection, the Chicago Bears, and they're taking on the Green Bay Packers. Get them lined up and see if they can also go 16-0. Alright, Bears are in lane 1, Packers in lane 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, there it is. 16-0 Chicago Bears. So yeah, I think with the 2 cars next season, might not happen as much. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, nonetheless, they're looking really good, looking like a potential championship favorite. So, all right, let's get on to the next. All right, moving on to the NFC South now. We got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Both these teams are playoff bound. So yeah, should be a good matchup to end the regular season here for them. So let's get them lined up. All right, Saints in lane 2, Panthers in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, solid victory there for the Panthers, and I have to say, if there's one team that has kind of benefited from this fat track, it seems to be the Panthers. They run really well on this track, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the playoffs. So, alright, on to the next. Alright, AFC East matchup hitting the Dolphins and the Bills. Dolphins have a wild card spot locked up. I think a victory here will actually put them above the Patriots, so a little seeding at stake, I guess, in the playoffs. So let's get them lined up. Bills in lane 1, Dolphins in lane 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, no surprise right there. The Dolphins take that one pretty easily. A little wobbly down the stretch there, so I might want to check that out before the playoffs. But nonetheless, I think that shores them up with the, with the 5 seed. So, yeah, I'll double check on that. But nonetheless, good victory for them right there. Alright, over to the NFC West. Got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks, who have that division locked up, as well as the number 4 seed locked up. So, should be a good one. Let's get them lined up. Alright, 49ers in lane 2, and Seahawks lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, out of focus. Well, even though they were out of focus there, Seahawks get that final victory of the season. and moving on to the playoffs. Looking good, looking pretty decent. So yeah, got on to the next matchup. Alright, now we go to the other two teams in the NFC West. Got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the LA Rams. Both these teams are pretty much out of it, so let's see who will take the bragging rights into the offseason. Get them lined up. Alright, Cardinals in lane 2 and Rams are in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, and the Cardinals sneak through the finish line there without even setting it off. Solid victory to end their season. Really cool car. Unfortunately, not that fast, but faster than some. So, alright, let's get on to the next matchup. Alright, and here we are, our final matchup of the regular season. Got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Neither team's going to make the playoffs, but the Raiders had a pretty decent run this year, and they'll see if they can at least round out their season with a victory. Get them lined up. Alright, the Raiders are in lane 2, Broncos in lane 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, and the Raiders pull off that last victory of the season. Doesn't mean much, but at least they get to end the season on a positive note. So, good victory there. Well, let's wrap things up. Alright, well that will do it for the regular season. All we have left now are the playoffs. Those are coming up soon. I'll do a little playoff preview before we kick things off. So you know who's sitting where. But yeah, some of your favorite teams. That was the last you'll see of them. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for sticking with me through the whole season. If you didn't make the playoffs, that's alright. Tune in later in the summer. We'll get things kicked off for the next regular season, which will coincide with the actual regular season of the NFL. I'll stick to that a little bit better this next season. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out the final standings of our regular season. We'll see you next time.